I know. Right now it's a disaster the way this looks with all the cables and everything. But believe me, I will fix this. All of these cables will be fixed up. Look at that. Looks like a Megatron or something, like the Robocop's being hooked up to the wires or some shit. I don't know. But one cool, interesting thing is, by the way, I still have that stand for a PlayStation VR, and I still have those two Joy-Cons, or Jerk-Ons, or what you call them, Snap-Ons, Play-Ons, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, Play Strap-Ons. That's right, Play Strap-Ons. That's what we call them. But one cool thing, interesting here that I want to show up here is this. There's a new update, and this update, it's something that's part of 4.50 beta. It said 4.50 PlayStation VR beta. Now, I don't know what this 4.50 is going to do. Like I said, I'm going to do some tests tomorrow. I don't have time to do it tonight because I got to go to work. But tomorrow, I'll have some time to do some tests on Resident Evil 7, Robinson Journey, just to see the difference, just to see how well PlayStation 4 Pro handles the resolution and the graphics and textures and all that other stuff. All right, but first let's update this. You know, there's an update right here, as you can see it. Okay, next. And I do have my camera position. It's right over here. Look, you can see me. Look, there I am, right there. You can see me, but I have to position myself. All right, so the setup is done. We can go ahead. We can start using it. Hold on. Now remember, the HDR gets turned off immediately as soon as you have a PlayStation VR hooked up, because the PlayStation VR cannot pass through HDR. So you lose HDR immediately. The only way you can watch HDR is you have to disconnect it and go back. That's the one negative, honestly, that I would... Hold on, let me get my low light adjusted here. That's the only negative that I would give PlayStation VR, is the fact that you have to go back and forth constantly to change between the PlayStation VR and then HDR, meaning you'll have to disconnect your PlayStation. Actually, just have to. I think you'll just have to turn it off. Let me see if I turn it off. See what happens. Hold on. Let's see if I turn it off. Will HDR? Here, let me show you. Let me see what happens here. Let's see if I turn it off. Let me turn it off here. See what happens. All right, let's see if I'm gonna have HDR now. Let's put it back here. Yeah, I should have HDR now. Let's see. Let's get back to it. And let me check and see. I'm just doing this as a test. I just want to see if the HDR is going to work. Okay, let me click. Nah, you see, you can't. You can't. It won't let you do. See, the problem is you have to. You see this box right here? That's the problem. See that box? That adapter? You're going to have to go ahead and unplug it. That's kind of a pain in the neck. So I will constantly have to do this. Like when I'm not using VR, I'll have to take it out and then plug it back in to, it's not a big deal. I'm not that lazy. I don't mind unplugging it and plugging it back in when I want to play a HDR game. But it's just kind of like inconvenience that you have to do that. You know what I mean? That's one negative that I have to say about PlayStation VR. They should have figured something out to avoid that. And do they really need this adapter, this power brick? When I'm talking about a power brick, I'm talking about this processing unit right here. Do they really need that processing unit? Since we already have PlayStation 4 Pro, do you really need that processing unit? You know what I mean? So, you see, this is how I review things. I criticize certain things when they need to be criticized, and I give them a credit when the credit is due. That's how I work. That's how the real, true gamer, real, true tech guy reviews things, okay? He calls it the way he sees it, okay, and he acknowledges and scans the problems and faults that the system might have. Now, just for me saying this, does that mean this is a bad purchase? No, I'm not saying PlayStation VR is a bad purchase, it's a good purchase. I'm just simply saying and acknowledging that it's kind of inconvenience that you constantly will have to unplug it from your HDMI processing unit and plug it back in to your TV input again from PlayStation 4 so you can enjoy the HDR. That's the one negative right there that I was trying to acknowledge, you know. But, you know, what are you gonna do? It is what it is, man. So let's exit this. Let's exit this game, Horizon Zero Dawn. Close the application. Okay. Let's go to. Let me see. I still have the disc. The disc is here. I still have the PlayStation VR disc. It's right there. I have it. So what I'm gonna do is, come on, focus, focus. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go pop this disc in PlayStation VR demo, and I'm gonna go ahead strap this on just to see how this game right here, Battlezone, how it looks. I want to check out the Battlezone just to see how well it looks. So we'll put this on. We'll put the disc on, see how that is. Put it on, and then we'll turn the our PlayStation VR. There it is right here. It's already lit up. There it is. All right, so there's not enough space. I'm gonna have to go clear out some space to do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, instead of trying out that demo disc, which I already had tried, I'm gonna jump right into Resident Evil 7 just to see what I'm seeing in terms of graphics quality and in terms of motion fluidity and all that. You will be able to see on this TV, you'll be able to see like my movements and stuff. But however, the one thing you won't be able to see is the detail that I'm seeing, okay? So basically I'll walk you through it what I'm seeing, all right? You will see the movements here. I'm gonna position camera right here. You will see the movements, and I'll talk about it, what I'm seeing here really quick, all right? So here, let me put my headset on. There you go. Let me put it on. And let's retry. Let's hit the retry button. Yes, here we go. Start from the beginning. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll do my best here for you guys here to be able to see it right there. I do notice that it's a bit smoother, like the textures and the movements are more fluid. Okay, let's click options. Let's click retry. Okay. This is gonna be a tutorial, okay. All right, let's click the options. Okay, let's end that. Okay. So we're gonna go to the main menu, and I just want to see how this looks. Here. I can tell you that definitely it looks better. Here, let me get closer. I can tell you that like that bed right there, I don't know if you guys can see that bed. It definitely looks like that bed is there. Like you can see this big giant case right here. And you can see these tapes and whatnot. And look, even this table, you feel like you're right next to this table. So PlayStation 4 Pro definitely definitely kicks it in a higher gear here. It's a much better fluidity here, and everything's more vivid. Honestly, it's as good as the Oculus Rift. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's really, really done nicely. I mean, you really feel like you're inside his house or inside this what you call it? Um, Not a house. What is this? Is this the station wagon or that minivan or not minivan? The RV. This is that RV or whatever. And I don't know how much of this you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see it. But anyway, remember it's gonna be hard for you guys to see what I'm seeing. I'll have to do like a recording, like separate recording of this, and then I'll have to upload it. So let's start the game. Let's continue. Okay, let's do that really quick. But so far, it's very impressive, man. So far, very impressive. It's just much cleaner, you know. I don't know how to explain this. Everything looks much cleaner here. Can you see me zooming in, zooming out? There you go. That's me making all the movements right there. All right, so let's try it. Let's try this. Let's see how well it looks. Um, I definitely see the improvements here. I definitely see more improvements. You guys cannot see it, but I can see it. I'll have to additionally record this video. I definitely see the improvement here. Uh, it looks much better. What is this? Let's play a cassette. Where was that cassette right here? Do we have it? I don't know. But I definitely see. Where is that cassette? Oh, it's right there. There it is. Mia cassette. Let's grab the Mia cassette and let's play it. Let's put it here. There. Let's put it on this thing right here. Where's the cassette? Right there. Let's play it. Now you guys can't see this the way I see it, but I can tell you that this looks much, much better than the previous original 7000 PlayStation 4 model. Because, you know, again, you got more processing power here. You might get much better high resolution. And it just looks better. It's in par with the Oculus Rift. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. This is like in par with the Oculus Rift. It's not as good as HTC Vive, obviously. But this is as good as the Oculus Rift. It looks pretty good. Oh yeah, this is definitely much better. I mean, you definitely have that sense of depth and field, and I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I can tell you because I already had PlayStation VR before. I can tell you there's a much better difference on PlayStation 4 Pro. Everything runs more fluid. Everything runs much smoother, much cleaner, easier on the eyes. You know what I mean? And it's just overall better experience. Now, I don't know if you want to play Resident Evil like this because it's going to scare the shit out of you. But it's definitely a much better experience. Let's do this really quick and before we end the video. Oh shit. Alright, so let me end the video though. So anyway, this is just like a short little overview. I'm gonna do some more tests. Obviously, we'll do much better tests than this. This is just like a short little overview. I want to show you guys a little bit. I can definitely see the improvement here on the Resident Evil 7. But the games that I need to be checking out, obviously, it's Robinson Journey. That's the patched up PlayStation VR with PlayStation 4 Pro power capable game. And I'll have to check that out. And there's a bunch of other patched up PlayStation VR games like what's the name of the other game that's called um, let me see, Rigs Mechanized and Battlezone. I need to check those as well. But so far, so good. You know, there will be more tests tomorrow. I definitely want to check out all these other patched up games. They're available, and I can tell you at first glance that everything looks more smoother now on the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know, there wasn't that clankliness that like there was previously on the original PlayStation VR that I got on the launch date. Now with PlayStation 4 Pro, even with Resident Evil 7, you see more performance boost. But I will have to test this on the patched up games. Like I just said, Battlezone, Robinson Journey, you know, these patched up games are going to be the one they're going to take a full advantage of PlayStation 4 power with the PlayStation VR. So I'll do these tests tomorrow. And yes, the Ghost Recon's coming out tomorrow as well, so that's kind of cool. Looking forward to Ghost Recon Wildlands. And of course, PlayStation 4 Pro version is the way to go. That's what you want to go with, PlayStation 4 Pro version. All right, so there you have it, guys. That's my kind of overview on setup on PlayStation VR with the PlayStation 4 Pro. Have a good one, guys.